Hey everyone, this is Model Railroad Update 9. I'm almost certain. I think it is, excuse me. Yeah, you can tell by the tone of my voice that I'm not very happy. Before I get to the bad stuff, I just want to thank everybody for enjoying the first 6 episodes of my new series called The Three Railways, aside from one such fan that did not enjoy it. Not going to give out names, but so anyways, once again, I have to make changes to the layout. Real drastic changes. Oh boy. Nothing broke this time, like the GG1, but, well, just luck. You see any HO scale models? No. It's a mess right now. Okay. I ended up getting rid of all my HO scale track, transformer, and wire. I did keep all the engines. I did keep all the models. I was originally going to get rid of Henry and Gordon. What originally happened was I actually made a front coupling for Gordon like I did with James right there. I don't know if I ever covered that, ever talked about that. But during running, after I put Gordon's front tender on, I did like a triple header with James in the back, Gordon in the middle, and Henry up front pulling, 5 coaches, Annie and Clarbo were in the back. It kept stalling over here, and couldn't you tell when I was recording episode 3 how stressful it was animating the HO scale models? I mean, electric models don't work properly if you're trying to film them. I mean, if you just freestyle with them, it's okay, but to record like certain elements, it's not very good. So once again, I banged the board. Nothing fell, nothing broke. Well, Henry's tender technically came off and fell. It wasn't in pieces, but I did lose one of the wheels, so now he only has one wheel. I gave him Gordon's wheels. Gordon no longer has wheels. I was also thinking of replacing them too, but there's really nothing wrong with them. I ended up taking all the accessories off, all the animal faces, all the stuff on the tenders. Gordon is now clean, like he doesn't have any tape around his face. But I can assure you, if he moves, like if I kept the tracks and everything, his face would have popped off. I should have never took it off when I first got him. I don't understand. They're meant to come off. Well, this one is very stubborn. Like the wheel, like the eye. It's like the eyes can't roll. Like there's no room for the eyes to roll, and the face to stay on. It'll just pop off. So for now, even though my tax money did come back, I'm not buying any new HO stuff. Don't worry, I'm not finished. I'm not done with HO scale models. I'm not, retiring from using them. I'm just going to give them, a sabbatical. I cleaned the Bright Boy and Boxcar one last time, but now everything's staying in here. The big boy is still in the bubble wrap. Well, that's going to stay there until I go down to a train store. Speaking of which, when I go down to the train store, because I don't trust eBay, I'll probably buy a new starter set, a brand new starter set, because back in February last year, the same time I bought the GG1, it was a used set, like the plastic, like where the trains are displayed from the window, that little window, it wasn't even there. The tracks were all beat up, like I got ripped off. I tried, remembering a former YouTuber's technique on trying to keep the trains nice and smooth by using the track cleaner, Bright Boy, and the wheel cleaner. So I, dealt with it. I didn't end up complaining. I should have complained. Oh well, it's in the past. When it was a whole year. Like that's like the same seller even knows who I am, let alone even is his account's even still up, like the GG1 guy. That wasn't all I took down. In the corner, the step stool is there. There's the desk, the round one. The window no longer has the Polar Express. I got rid of the passenger cars and the tracks. I did keep the engine and tender, the locomotive and tender. So yeah, for now, until further notice, even though I do like what I did, all Trackmaster on this table. I was debating whether or not to put the Ertls in here so I don't have to use the dining room table anymore. But where am I going to put all the accessories? Where am I going to put these? You know, the floor's out of the question because my floor is hairy, dusty, and it hurts my legs, you know, because I'm not a kid anymore. I can't really sit like a pretzel anymore. So yeah, I like what I did. I made a big oval. I did buy a couple new things. Back-to-back nights at work. Monday and Tuesday, I bought... Monday, if you saw on my Instagram, my new discreet Instagram, I bought the tonneau, whatever that set's called with diesel. He'll be used as a... I don't have to use the snow diesel for him to come to this railway now. But yeah, he's a dirtied up devious diesel. It comes with 3 of these. They come on like puzzle pieces. They're parts, you know, the wall, you know. And I could probably pull a PT Boomer by, you know, the thing he does, even though I don't have a PT Boomer finger. But what happens is Diesel... Oh, shit, fuck it, let me just show you guys. Okay, Diesel goes around, you know, blah, blah. Actually, yeah, I'll just demonstrate. Diesel goes around like always. I just realized I didn't even have to uncouple him. Because this unlike Rebecca and all the other, you know, Tomy, Trackmaster, whatever models, didn't work. This one worked fine. It stops in the thing and then you just press it and then bam, break through. Smooth. He fucking fell. Alright, where are the other 2? One. Oh, Jesus. Where the hell's that third one? Every time I drop something, it goes under something. There's nothing new to say about the wooden, so close that. I might even put the, because I'm not going to be using the HO models for a while, I'll probably just put the boxcar back in its box. Excuse me. Yeah, it's not smart to have a your phone or camera, mind you, on your lap especially while it's recording, because it'll fall just like in episode 3. Episode 3 was, and the production of episode 3 was embarrassing. It really was. I mean, I like it, but it was just embarrassing how many goofs, you know, because if I try editing this, it's gonna take a fucking fortune to in terms of time to get it right. But so anyhow, I'm happy with what I did. I'm just a little disappointed about, you know, having to buy another set. Plus, I have to get the big boy repaired. That's what I'll do. Instead of going on eBay and, you know, confirming with an eBay seller that the set is indeed new and mint, because I gotta go to a train store anyways to, you know, get that thing fixed. So while I'm there, I'll probably just pay for, you know, him to get fixed if they can fix him, and just get a starter set there. Of course, you know, getting down there with a lift or a cab is gonna take a lot of money from me. So yeah, it's a mess right now. There's three tracks. There's the big oval, which I was surprised to have enough track. The tunnel was back, you know, connected to the 4 pillars that were once thumbtacked. There's a little oval with now the GG1 now supporting the bridge, and a bunch of squiggly, you know, lines. Maybe it's the Magic Grove, mysterious shadowy lines. And at the end, because, you know, pulling trains, and I didn't like leaving this off to the side, the scary barn thingy with the branches is now a siding rather than on the main line. Because when pulling trains, you know, tall accessories like DK or that elephant might get stuck in the branches. I mean, there were times where they weren't stuck. So in other words, the 3 railways are going to stay intact, but the 3rd railway, spoiler alert, is going to be that set. I mean, what else can I do? I don't have any other I don't have any other, you know, trains. I mean, I have a tiny idea with I have a clever swell idea with that. You know, the Polar Express. I could probably use the round disc foam as like a frisbee or something. The monkey that came with the came with Thomas, now hangs off the you know, this thing, so now it doesn't have to stay up. It won't it won't keep on going up and down. Now I have say in the matter if I want it up or down. Oh, by the way, the night after I got the diesel starter set, I got the 75th anniversary in metallic Thomas. I'm still trying to find metallic Henry and James. I kept the accessory that was on Henry's tender. I have the bees. I still have the animals, the cactus. I mean, it's a mess right now. I just wanted to record this as quickly as possible. I didn't want to do this super late because I do have work tomorrow, even though it's a night shift still. You know, the spider is still lighting up. One thing I noticed as I was picking up the spider, you know, removing the tracks and, you know, blowing with the fan to get all the dust and whatever, the fucking box where the batteries go for the spider popped out as I was trying to, like, because when I would turn off the thing, I wouldn't like pick up the spider. I would just like reach back there. I was definitely keeping the Halloween glass decorations for sure. I still don't know what track these can go on. They don't fit on anything. One thing that does fit, these old Sturgis Christmas passenger cars fit perfectly on the tracks. Well, I established that, but they curve perfectly. They don't derail. The two other fake trains, like the Mountain Express and the old Sturgis locomotive. Okay, I'll tell you right now, the Mountain Express train works. It just keeps coming off the inside grooves, but it works. The old Sturgis doesn't stand a chance. That sucks. Yeah, getting back to the Bachmann engines, I was thinking of, you know, either replacing Henry and Gordon or just not getting new ones and just have the three main engines, the three core engines of the show. I mean, I wasn't gonna get rid of all of them, because I'm doing what Fan of Thomas 31 does. I like to mix, you know, the merchandise. I don't like to just stick to one. I like to mix and match, because that's interesting. That's an interesting thing he does. Hats off to Fan of Thomas 31, Elijah, whatever his name is, if he's even listening. The Jason mask is now off Thomas. I'll find something to put it on. I still have the Pelicans. This actually came with the spare like I mentioned that in the one with the shark. I have an extra pump because the Five Below pumps don't work that great. I was thinking of doing like a Thomas and the Magic Road reference with the bat, like Mr. Conductor with the bat, but I don't have a ball. I don't know, maybe a Play-Doh ball or putty or something. So yeah, it's a mess right now. Once I upload this, I'll, you know, fix it up, see what I could do. By the way, if you're ever wondering, even though I only did one episode with the HO scale models, if any of you are wondering why Thomas and Percy were not in it, I want this to be unlike any other Thomas series where Thomas is not the core engine. My excuse for my series is that Thomas and Percy are busy working at the Strasburg Railroad and make brief, sporadic appearances. Clever idea. That's an interesting way to work them in without not using them. I'm going to keep the batteries from now on here. The foam will probably just go in that bag with the rest of them, the spares. I'll probably put that step stool away somewhere. I mean, I lost potential with by originally thinking of putting the Ertls here in favor of the Trackmaster, but I mean, I'd have to get another piece of plywood and, you know, hang it off the couch. That's actually originally, you know, last year, that's actually originally where the tracks were, because this was all covered with, I don't even remember what I had on this table last year. Whatever. So that's another update. Oh, and the Brio diesel locomotive also works on the tracks. Very slow. Very, very slow. Probably my batteries. It was new in the box, but then again, it was from TJ Maxx. So that probably means it's not going to work the greatest. Also, like I established in the last episode, the Ornament Merida is now taking over the HO scale railway, and well, now I merged the two railways. I merged the Chinese railway that's led by Yongbao with that of well, the HO's. I mean, they could still appear. They just can't pull trains. Obviously, they can't move manually. I'd have to move them, and they definitely can. They definitely can't tackle curves. So I could think of something. I mean, the passenger cars and like I said, everything fits. It's just these curves. It's impossible with those, cause especially these two, because they're long. All right. However, these two are probably going to work. These two Meridas are probably going to run. Like, it's kind of like, two classrooms combining. Both teachers are taking over, or two shows taking over. Like WWE, WCW, Vince McMahon and Eric Bischoff took over. They both combined shows. All right, anyways, we're about to hit 16 minutes. I gotta go. All right.